I'll tell you what men want in a good wife. Feminine, beautiful, which also means youthful. If a man is going to take you seriously, he also wants to think about if you're going to have his kids or not. So beauty and youth have to be combined into one. And then inspirational. Those are the three key things you have to have. All the other things you guys all mentioned were all good things, all good qualities, but they're things that you find attractive in men and not necessarily what men find attractive in women. Men are very physical. We look at the outer layer, but there's a reason for that. We look for beauty and we look for youthfulness, make sure that we can reproduce with this woman. But all your other answers, they just were very complex, and men are just very, very simple. So you guys got it wrong. I'm sorry.
Do you think that just those three things alone will sustain a relationship or a marriage for a long time?
Yes, 100%.
Just so you don't think that a woman being patient with you, a woman being your peace, like all those things don't matter to you. Having a woman that you can come home to and you can tell your ideas to and she can support them and even assist you. Having a woman that when you come home, like shit's already done. Like you ever heard the song Cater to You? Like she caters to you. That's already done. And not just like on a physical level, spiritual, physically, sexually, all of that. That wouldn't do anything.
Here's the problem with that. That sounds really good on paper, right? But you even said it yourself that you're not feminine or submissive unless the man shows you that he can be that, unless he shows you that he can be that leader. When there's women out there who are naturally going to be feminine and submissive no matter who they're with. So if there's a woman who's naturally feminine and submissive, why would he go for a woman that could turn it off and on?
I don't think it's a matter of turning it off and on. I think there's levels to femininity that people don't understand. I can go out right now and people will be like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. You're always smiling and you're this and you're this and you're this and you're that. But at the end of the day, don't think that I'm going to just let stuff slide. Because it's considered, what I've noticed is it's considered not feminine when we are not putting our boundaries up. And then when we do put our boundaries up in a feminine way, quote unquote soft, like this is that, and the third, it's not really received. For example, I could sit here and tell you, like, let's say me and you are together, and I could sit here and I could tell you, hey, babe, I really don't like this is that, and the third. I can communicate that I don't like something that you're doing. You might think shit is sweet because I'm saying it like real nice and calm or whatever. But now when I decide that, okay, yeah, look, I'm gonna put my foot down, da 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 da, I might get a little louder, whatever. It's, oh, she's not being feminine no more. No, I could be feminine, but my feminine comes in like women are like onions. Like you gotta peel them back. They're like layers, and that's why I say people don't want to like put in the time. Yes, is those women that you're saying are naturally soft and submissive. Those are the ones that are gonna put you on child support.
All women are gonna put us on child support. That's what you're missing out. The reality is, if you get married to any woman, there's a risk that you're gonna lose half your shit. There's a risk that you're gonna put on child support with any woman.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a prime example. My mom and my dad. My mom is Nigerian. My dad is Virgin Islands. My mom did not ask my dad for shit when he left, and they weren't married. But she could have definitely sat here and put him on child support, but she didn't because she was like, I don't need to do that. I'm not about to hunt you down. You shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to beg you to pay for your child. You know what you bring to the table, so you should protect yourself going into it. So in instances like this, I don't feel like it's every woman that's gonna put somebody on child support. But I'm just saying that with femininity is levels to it. You have to work for that. When you get femininity this easy, I think you should be like scared and run because that's the type of women, not all of them, but that's the type of woman that would put you in some things. Whereas women where you've like actually worked to get a certain type of submission from her and to see a side of femininity that nobody else sees, that's how you know you're really locked in.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with that because there's a whole trend of men leaving the United States to go to different countries to find feminine women because they're missing it out in here in America. We're dealing with these women who either present themselves as masculine or their femininity is very conditional. You have to be this hyper masculine man or this super leader who has everything together just to get to her feminine side. When you go to another country and you see those other women, they're just naturally feminine.